What's good? What's good? It's the one and only, but what do I know? Boxer coming back at y'all with another one, man. So we got we got Top Rank in the news. Possibly, or it's looking like they're gonna end their long-term long-term deal with ESPN, and it's rumored that DAZN is going to be the home for Top Rank. And if so, man, oh man, am I super excited about this news. But let me go ahead and get into the article. I got a cold, so you guys gotta bear with me, man. I got like maybe 2 hours of sleep last night. And I got up and I was finna go spar actually today, just because I wanted to try to wake myself up, not because I have any fights or anything coming up. But I go to the gym and the gym is closed. The gym's never been closed this far out from Christmas, so it's kind of weird. But anyway, so I'm very sluggish and sleepy, but it's all love, it's all good. Let's go ahead and get to the article, and then I'm gonna give you my opinion. All right, so shout out to PremierBoxingVault.com. It says Top Rank reportedly set to join DAZN. All right, Top Rank seems to have become the latest promotion to join the global streaming service DAZN in a move that at this point signals DAZN's expansive plans to monopolize broadcasting and boxing. According to many reports, Top Rank and DAZN have already reached a deal to see DAZN become the exclusive broadcaster of Top Rank. Potential marking at the end of arguably the longest collaboration between a broadcaster and a promotion as ESPN and Top Rank are set to end their more than 4-decade partnership. Damn, I didn't realize that they've been on with ESPN for 4 decades. That's crazy. That's crazy. The boxing news was reported by boxing insider Rick Glazer, who further indicated Top Rank would begin broadcasting on DAZN following their agreement with the current broadcaster ESPN, which would officially end July 26 next year. Top Rank and DAZN have now made a deal for all Top Rank content worldwide will be exclusively on DAZN after their ESPN deal concludes with the last Top Rank ESPN show on July 16th, Glazer posted on the social media yesterday. More details further coming. Congrats to all parties involved. Though neither Top Rank or DAZN have yet confirmed its development and announcement of this upcoming partnership, though neither Top Rank or DAZN have yet confirmed this development and announcement of this upcoming partnership could be made official before the end of this month. This new possible collaboration sets forth on a new precedent. You know what I mean. I'm sorry. I'm tired. For streaming services, DAZN, who has thus far managed to corner several large and small boxing promotions over the past several years, most notably Matchroom, Golden Boy Promotions, and Queensberry Promotion, who have announced to be joining DAZN April of next year. With Top Rank possibly joining the network, DAZN will have officially cornered the market of boxing when it comes to broadcasting, leaving Premier Boxing Champions, aka PBC, the only major promotion left not having to join forces with the streaming services. Moreover, in addition, Top Rank will make it easier to facilitate fights between the other promotions, increasing the likelihood of highly desired fights to be held with the promotional barriers now softened. Despite the upside of Top Rank's potential move for boxing, there is still concern regarding DAZN has not been without its controversies after the broadcaster recently suffered a legal blow after a German court ruled several clauses that allowed DAZN to alter or remove certain programs from subscriptions as illegal after being sued by the Federation of German Consumer Organization. DAZN is also facing legal battles with VZBV against the price hikes initiated in 2021 and 2022, who have deemed the practice as unjust. All right, so that's some good news though, man. I'm really loving this, and I'm also see what Eddie Hearn has to say. So shout out to BoxingScene.com. It says Eddie Hearn welcomes potential arrival of Top Rank and DAZN. Top Rank to DAZN. Matchroom Boxing, the Golden Boy Golden Boy promotions are already regularly featured on DAZN. Queensberry promotion will join forces with the team service in April, and with Top Rank deal and ESPN set to expire in 2025, that company is looking at the possibility of a new home plus multiple homes. That doesn't mean Top Rank will wind up on DAZN, but the promotion's fight card potentially landing on DAZN doesn't bother Eddie Hearn, who heads up Matchroom. The more the merrier, Eddie Hearn said in the interview. It's an interesting outlook. Hearn has been particularly outspoken when it comes to this. His competitors drawing the ears of various executives. The politics of boxing business have meant that promoters often won't work with each other because they have executive output deals with their representative networks or streaming services. On the other hand, adding another promoter to the same streaming services could mean a smaller share of the budget and therefore fewer dates available for the company. That's not the way Hearn sees it though. He thinks that it will make DAZN stronger and rising tide will lift all ships. The better the product, the better the offering to the subscribers, and the more subscribers DAZN is going to get. The more subscriber DAZN gets, the more profitable the business is. The more profitable the business is, the more opportunities there are for bigger shows, bigger budgets, and the more shows, the more subscribers, more exposure to our fights. We don't want to get a platform. We don't want the platform all to myself. Or I'm sorry, he says, I don't want the platform all to myself. We want to bring great fights together. Matchroom and Queensberry have been working together more regularly of late thanks to the funding of Turkey Al-Sheikh of Riyadh that season. The deal with DAZN is only encouraged that to happen more frequently, Hearn said. You're going to see more and more matchups with Queensberry fighters because there's no politic networks now. We're on the same platform. There's no guarantee the Top Rank will wind up with DAZN, but the company's executives are pondering between multiple broadcasters at the same time. We are out there talking with everybody, Todd DuBois of Top Rank President said last week on an interview. We actually love our partnership with ESPN, so it's interesting because we've seen the deck change so much with other sports. It's been wonderful to watch. If it's the NBA going to 3 media partners, the NFL's at 5, and then also looking at the perspective between legacy media and technology companies, even compounding that, you are only looking at domestic rights, or are you looking at global rights? I think all of these things are on the table. We are excited about what the next chapter looks like. And DuBois said that ESPN isn't necessarily going to stop showing boxing as a whole. So, for those that were wondering, like me, because I thought, ESPN was just going to stop, but it looks like ESPN is going to continue showing boxing. He says, we're actually having conversations with ESPN as well. He said, we have a great relationship with them, and what it looks like after we go out into the marketplace and start talking to them and talking to the other players, we'll see if there's a place for them in our content stack. Obviously, the guys there have been a long time relationships, so I really value them. So looks like they're still trying to make something work with ESPN, even though Top Rank plans to move on and it's looking like DAZN being the home. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about this briefly. Now, I think this would be perfect. We've always felt like, so one of the big reasons why a lot of times we couldn't get the fights that we really wanted was not only due to the fact that you had promoters that were at odds, but then you had one promoter that was tied to this network. You remember how, I can give you a prime example. You remember how like the PBC was with Showtime and Golden Boy was with HBO. Actually, before a long time. Hold on, wait a second. I'm trying to think, because let me see. Even before that, see, PBC kind of made that move towards Showtime when, even when they were with Golden Boy. Once Floyd signed that deal in 2013, that's when Showtime shot up and HBO started shooting down. So that's what it was. So at one point, Golden Boy was with Showtime, and Top Rank was with HBO before the demise of HBO or whatnot. So, you know, that kind of, man, with these promoters being under one umbrella, that definitely is a good sign, because it then it takes a huge roadblock out of the way. And with Turkey already doing his you know, putting in big funds, bro, boxing is looking to come on the up and up, man, if they can just do everything right. Now, just because all of these promoters are going underneath one umbrella, possibly, that doesn't mean that all the fights will be made, because I do remember, but it's a good direction. I do feel like with the backing of Turkish, I feel like it's definitely in a good direction, because I'm just remembering at one particular time when DAZN had all the top middleweights, right, except for Jamal Charlo. They had Canelo Alvarez, Danny Jacobs, Billy Ho Saunders, let me see, Canelo Alvarez, Danny Jacobs, Billy Ho Saunders, Triple G, and Demetrius Andre, right? They had all these guys, right? But no fights were made under the DAZN banner except for Danny Jacobs versus Canelo Alvarez. You know, obviously Canelo Alvarez and Triple G fall on HBO. So, you know, it's like we didn't get, you know, Demetrius Andre versus Triple G, Demetrius Andre versus Canelo. We didn't get, you know, Canelo versus, you know, it's just, it was, you know, we did get Canelo versus Billy Ho Saunders at 168. So, you know, I'll give that, you know, but I would definitely love, man, this is just a great direction. And I mean, just imagine with all the fighters that, you know, Top Rank, Queensberry and Matchroom and Golden Boy being under one umbrella, bro, like, dog, it doesn't get any better than that. The only way it could get better than that is if the PPC was to join. And from the looks of it, I mean, it looks like the PPC needs to head that way anyways. You know, DAZN is a boxing app, so it's like, bro, to me, I just feel like that would just be perfect, man. You have an app specifically made for boxing. I just always felt like that would be the best thing, you know. Because the thing about it, for y'all that don't know, like when you're signed with a network, right? Like, say for example, ESPN, like, you can only, so not only do you have to go through your company, through your networks, to see what slots and availabilities they have open. Meaning that, like, say for example, let's say, you know, Top Rank, you know, has Keyshawn Davis, right? Well, let's say Keyshawn Davis wants to fight Juneteenth of next year, right? Well, Top Rank then has to go to ESPN and say, hey, do you have this date available for this time? Or say for example, if it was during basketball or football, anything, you know what I'm saying? Like, if they have another scheduling or another sporting event or any event or any show or any broadcasting that they do on that time, then Top Rank's not going to be able to do that date. So it's like, you know, with DAZN just being specifically made for boxing, I think that is a great step. You know, it's a step in the right direction. It's something that boxing needs. Just an app and a network just solely for itself. And again, it takes us as the fans to support this, man, because this is something that we've always asked. You know, so imagine if Top Rank, Matchroom, Queensberry, and and Golden Boy are all under one roof. That, bro, it's really no excuses for any fight to be made, because more so the networks is the one that puts up the money. So more so than the promotional company. So it's like, bro, that's a big roadblock out of the way. You know, you ain't gotta worry about, you know, how like with Floyd Mayweather, it was with Showtime, and Manny Pacquiao was with HBO, and Showtime had to collab with HBO, and it's kind of a lot, you know, doing that. So with all these guys under one umbrella, bro, what more can you ask for besides the PBC? The PBC is gonna have to jump on board. I think they got a few more dates with Amazon. But man, we gotta subscribe to these guys, and we have to, you know, do our part as the fans to continue to support what's right in boxing. and I'm loving what I'm seeing. All right, so that's my take on it. Let me know what you guys think. What do you think about this move? Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. But what do I know?